Okay, I'm walking, and this is the Funk Camp property. You can already see in 360 degrees that the house is back here, and what Rico's opening up there is going to be where the Funk Camp is. That building in front of me, that's right over to the left of the driveway, that's also going to be like a um, sort of like a video editing place. So let's walk in here. Okay, I'm actually walking around with the 360 video on, so you can say anything, because you're in view no matter where you are. Okay.
Yeah, so I just want to get this screen. This is the material for the screen over here. And so this is that, this material kind of has a light blocker in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have two sheets in there. They'll be 20 by 8. 20, I think it's 4 feet
Mm-hmm.
per sheet. Like this is 4 feet. So we're going to do 4 feet, 4 feet, 8 by 10.
Across this wall here.
Correct. And I think that would be good. And then we'll, what eventually I want to do is put it on a roller.
Yeah.
So we can roll it up and out of the way. Or put it on a rope so we can rope it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And we can have screen on the ceiling or screen here, which would be really interesting. So if you did like a video there and you're laying on the floor, for instance, right? It would look really weird. It would give you a weird effect. So you do green board here or that infinity wall.
Move over here because you got a lot of light coming
If you
in
do
on
an
you.
infinity wall here
Yeah.
behind the screen and you put the screen on the top, it will create a weird effect that would have you sort of feel as though you're floating. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you're gonna put a screen on the top here?
The screen can either go against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
or if you had a rope attached there and a pole, you could pull the screen up so it's flat this way. And you take your LCD projector and you create the image upward.
Mm-hmm.
So you have an image, a background image upward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're filming, you would film the background is upward, so it looks like you're walking sideways in space.
Like the old special effects stuff.
Correct.
From Hollywood.
Correct. So it's a cost-effective way to do that. If you green screen, invisible wall here, green screen this, here, now you're creating a whole world just in this half of the space.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can create it so that it's like whatever you want it to be. If you have green, invisible, green, and then an image.
There's
Imagine
also
if
a way
you're laying
to
on
do.
the floor. You're laying on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what gives you the depth perception is what's on the sides of you, not what's in front of you or behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had the depth perspective, because the screen will be so far away, it looks like you're looking into, space, or you're looking down a road.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm laying on the ground and I'm driving a car, right,
Mm-hmm.
it would give you this sort of weird effect. So those are the kind of things I want to try in here that would make the space look 10 times larger. And then you have dimensions like this upper dimension, lower dimension.
I like this light, man. I like those soft lights.
Yeah, this thing has something like 10,000 lumens in this bulb.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really, really super bright, or it could be, it sort of emulates the sun. So this is, my brother-in-law had this, man,
Mm-hmm.
gave it to me after his passing. And, but the bulb is shot. So
I got a couple other umbrellas, not as bright as that.
But that's a good one, man.
That'll work.
Yeah,
That's
but just the
a good
bulb.
soft.
Yeah, it's hard to find the bulb in starlight. So that's a silver
I'm
zone
gonna walk upstairs for
platinum series, so it's really good. Next, Steve, something next.
All right, so I'm giving you guys the experience of going upstairs into I don't know where the light is on this one. Okay. And then that's looking down. Huh?
Watch your step.
Well, I'm not going to step out there. But this is looking up, down, and around from my perspective. You know, I could put this on YouTube and you can swipe around 360 degrees too, besides being able to put it in your VR. So that's why we're kind of using this camera to sort of do a walkthrough of everything. Even though you see me holding it at all times. It's probably the easiest way to do this. But you know, it's not a bad picture. As you go towards you guys, we're going to show all the power outlets along the walls. If you're looking in that direction, that you wear this thing, and you know, if you're looking at it through, we're going to go out.
Flipping that trip switch, because I think that switch.
You mean that'll turn on all the power outlets?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they actually all work, or if there's, because they have switches on these, on that end, and I don't know if the compressor needs to be on, or if they have, you know, these LFIs
Mm-hmm.
are designed to switch if the power goes out for some reason, shut plugs, circuits. Okay, there it goes. And that light came on, so that means that trip switch was on, so that I'm thinking that these should work now. Let's see. Yep.
Okay, so all that was the power for.
Yeah, so what happens is there's a surge protector there that controls all of these plugs. So you're saying the power didn't work there?
Mm-hmm.
It's because that protector was switched. So you just simply click that. See, they had some ground here, man. I think these are either for speakers or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we might have had an amp down here or something. So I need to sort of figure all that out.
Well, that thing you saw on the TV in there, that was that mini PC. It's this big. That's on your TV in there.
Not BlackBerry. What is it called? Something Berry?
No, it's a Windows 10 mini PC.
No, you showed me
That was the Raspberry Pi.
the Raspberry Pi. So is that what that is?
No,
In there?
no. That's what they call a card PC. I was trying to install the other game on there, the flight simulator, but I have the wrong cord and I don't have a keyboard. So I guess I'm gonna have to do that when I get home. Okay, let's take a walk around and see this building over here I'm taking you to. This area is locked up now, but it's going to act as a, you know, maybe a video editing room that we can transmit back and forth to the Funk Camp, so kids can be editing video in here while they're streaming live in this other building over here. Now I'm going to walk the property and go inside the house. So you can see this house over here, Rico's planning to use for transitional housing. And as you can see over there, the area opens in and out. So let's go find out what he wants to do. So what are you thinking about there? In the summertime?
Yeah, summertime for parties, you can use this space, A, and then B, if you want a long shot, the camera, you can sort of move here, you can use all this space, you can use the entire space for a set.
Uh-huh.
The camera guys can stand right at the doorway, and you can black this out, put a black curtain over it so the light is not impacted negatively, so you can, do a black curtain, and put your camera guys here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they can raise, you can put them on platforms or whatever. And you have two shots, right, left and right, plus you have this angle, without disrupting anything that's going on the set. So you have this upper angle, you have these two wings here for camera guys, boom, 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 boom. That's a 5-6 camera shot right there, because you have, everywhere there's opening, you can have a camera. So you get to shoot from here, you can shoot from there, you can shoot from there, that platform, and look at this. That's a metal rod, man, that holds at least 2,000 pounds. So you can suspend a guy on a camera from that metal, from that iron post. This guy lifted engines or something in here, man.
Now you also were talking about, I saw a bunch of portable stages or something. So if you were gonna bring a band in here,
Yep.
and do a live streaming performance of a band, or
Correct.
just record them or whatever,
Yep.
this would be plenty of space.
Yeah, it would be, and you can stage it differently in a way that's really interesting. You can post a lead vocalist on the wing. You can post a drummer there. So you don't have to use and put the whole
Traditional.
band together. Right, right. You can shoot isolation. You can do ISO shots. That's why it's so cool. When I think about it like that. You can have a bass player sitting in the air, suspended. You can have a horn section there, suspended.
Jamming in the barn.
Yeah, man. You can put a band, you can put cats anywhere, man, as long as you have eyesight. And but the place that's best for this for practice would be this length, because the stage is going to be a large stage, would be no larger than this area here.
Oops.
This would be a stage. Your typical stage is this. This is it. This is all you get. So most clubs you go to, this is perfect, because this is all the power, all the space you get. This is even big. Probably from here, it's usually 8 feet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what you get in most clubs. So this is where I would actually stage and have bands practice, is in this area, because you can light it well. You have lighting that's really close, that's similar to stage lighting. You have this post to light catch really good. And so most of the shooting, I think, for bands would happen here, because it's out of the way. And you can fence this off and secure the equipment. You have the sound man there, out of the way. And you can leave the board there and the sound guy there with the headset on. And you can just, man, you can really get the sound. And I like it because most of the music will point towards the house. So you're not getting a lot of side noise. And then you'd only have to waffle board this wall and those garage doors. Everything else, man, would be pretty straight up. And so I wanted to do this also, is put a waffle board in here, but open window boards here, so you can see the house from here.
I'm about to run out of batteries here.
Yeah, so you can put a port here, 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 here. So you have 4 windows, so you sort of can enhance the light. And all you got to do is shade it out. Once you put the shade down, nothing's going to bleed through. So that's it. This is the first time, this is an unveiling, man. This is the first time I've had that door open, which is cool. So even a shot from this direction, man, I mean, you can sort of emulate humongous trees, right? You got 4 trees out there, man. It's great. You can do shots out here. You can have a guy, man, running all around. Different kind of set.